Susan Hill's The Woman in Black. Have you read this novel? What did you think? Beware, because there are going to be spoilers in this quick book review. What did Susan Hill do so well in this novel? I thought her use of tension was absolutely amazing, the way she varied her sentence structure. I thought that her use of the pathetic fallacy, if you don't know what that is, we have an entire course on this novel, so make sure to check that out. Other things that I thought about this book. It is a gothic horror. So one of the things that I think is most important about a horror novel is that we feel that the book is believable, that we can in some way empathize with the actions of our main character, in this case our narrator, Arthur Kipps. Are the decisions that he's making realistic? Are they things that we might do in the same circumstance? Otherwise, the novel can become slightly cliche, where the main character goes down into a basement in order to assess what a noise is, and we're sitting there thinking, I would not go down there, there's no reason to go down there, stay in the room. So were Arthur Kipps' actions realistic? Were they believable? Would you have done what he had done? So the first thing I think about here is when he arrives at Eel Marsh House and he decides to stay there for a couple of days. I can understand the original decision, although I do think it's a bit odd, but then after he experiences such horrors, why on earth would he continue staying there? Why would he not just take whatever documents that he needed and go back either to London or to the Gifford Arms? That I didn't completely understand, and I found it hard to empathize with him. Surely don't stay in the haunted house, Arthur. However, there is some contextual information that can help you understand why Arthur made some of these decisions, and that is based upon when the book is set. The book was written in 1983, but the book is set in the Edwardian era between 1901 and 1910. Now, why is that piece of information important? Well, at the beginning of the century, London was actually the most populated city on the planet. And that's important because many people from the countryside were moving down, were flocking to go and live in London in this new industrialized place. And with this new industrialized place, what you had was a change in people's behavior and a change in people's mentality. Because they were living in this modern world, they believed themselves in some way to be superior or more intelligent, more cosmopolitan, more sophisticated than people living in the countryside, close to, say, where Eel Marsh House was. So when Arthur went to go visit this place, he was so reluctant in order to leave the house because he felt that somehow he could overcome all of the delusions and ghost stories that people from the countryside might tell one another. He believed himself to be above these things, and he almost wanted to conquer them. And it is that piece of information that did really help me understand some of the seemingly mad decisions that Arthur Kipps made in this story to stay inside Eel Marsh House. Now, I don't want to give you any more spoilers about the ending, but make sure to comment, what do you think? Do you agree? Would you have done some of the same things as Arthur? Have I got this completely write what you think, and I'll see you in the next book review.